Kia ora, lovely Sagittarian, sun, moon or rising, Jupiter, Venus, whatever works for you. This is your reading for the Virgo full moon, which is occurring. And we're just getting your cards out. We're doing a bit more of a succinct reading, but we are back into each and every astro sign. So thanks for joining me here. Let's get it out. And we'll still go through and we clarify. And yeah, let's see. Got a rock mineral crystal card to pull up at the end. In fact, while I'm speaking to you, Sagittarius, right now, pull a card and place it face down here. So what are we looking at? Well, we've come out here with a wonderful card, actually, to begin with. They're all quite wonderful in their own way. Six of Discs. This is a card, and it is in the Thoth deck, called Success, because it's a generous card. It's I don't know whether this was quite a big thing for the new moon in Aquarius, was this shimmying along the two-way street of generosity, and that it's all in its peak of flow. You know, we're just walking on a fine line. So that's a beautiful card. You may well yourself be at this time walking that line, Sagittarius, and it's a nice flow. We then have Lovers. You know, this is your counterpart on the astro wheel, the Gemini card. The Lovers are contracts, personal contracts we have with people in our lives, emotional contracts, general contracts, integrative aspects, synthesizing certain qualities. We're kind of mixing and meeting in the in-between zone here. It's very much a card overseen by the Hermit, by that Virgoian energy, that guidance, the Hermit's journey. And then we have a card that I do love, actually, the Prince of Swords, because the Prince of Swords is very aware of being. It's like being consciously unfocused and going in all sorts of different directions. These are described as little thought forms, which of course we all create thought forms that are and have a great impact on our life. They're as real as anything else. They're described as little fairies also in the Thoth deck, and that we're getting taken in many and very different directions. There's something very fresh, a fresh potentiality about this card. The green, the gold, you know, the sun in here. It's, you know, some people would look at it and say, well, that's a waste of time. There's no focus in that. But there is a purpose in it. And so let's just go through and clarify Sagittarius. We'll try and clarify this story for you. Check out any other readings, titles that stand out on this channel too. There's a lot of them to choose from. Beyond Time and Space. Beyond Time and Space. Look, there is a commitment here. There's a reciprocal kind of arrangement, engagement, coming together of equals. We've got the Two of Cups coming out. The Two of Cups is also about contracts and about choice and about reciprocal giving and receiving. This is a meeting of equals, Sagittarius. So this could be about, you know, lovers. It could be about relationships in general. But I just want to focus on the Six of Discs. on the 6 is what we're looking at. The Fool. This is new beginnings. It could be just a development and an extension of a situation that seems to be allowing you allowing you a new level of freedom that you didn't think you could achieve within that context, is what I'm saying. Within that context, we've got the Fool. Now there's room to experiment. There's room to discover new things, possibly. There's room to allow your, vitality, enthusiasm for lots of different things to take flight. And this is pretty good. Let's look at the Lovers, because this is part of it. It's actually the framework, or no, it's the bones of it. The sort of, what do they call it? Scaffolding. No, it's internal scaffolding. And here we have Strength. We're looking at the Lovers. Something's really, lots of learning, lots of new understandings about yourself and strength, and understanding what it is actually on a practical level to tame the inner beast, the mind. To understand in all its strange sort of is what I see as a Rubik's Cube-ness, to see all the aspects and how they work together. And this is taming of that beast. To know thyself. Prince of Swords. To know thyself. Prince of Swords, please. The Lovers coming out again, right? So the very bones of your Sagittarius. I don't know why I keep getting that, but we're looking at, Strength is a wonderful card, and I kind of feel like I should say something more about that, or in relation to the Lovers, in relation to the Fool, in relation to reciprocity all over, because this is what I'm seeing here. And yet you've got that's a contract, right? This is the things we have with people, and there's equal giving and receiving ideally, but at the same time they are not, or you're not feeling that they're obligations at all, because you actually have more freedom than what you've ever had. Interesting paradox, isn't it? And so, we're looking at that Prince of Swords going in many very directions for a while, having a bit of a dilly-dally along the way, and we get this beautiful Queen of Wands, which I always think of you Sagittarians as this being representative of you. This is a very fueled up, fired up, driven, I'll say woman, and whatever you identify with. A fired and fueled up queen with many seeds to sow, continuing to sow. Knows what she wants, how to go and get it. Whatever way you want to look at it. I'm interpreting it on a personal level myself. This Queen of Wands is a fiery queen. And this, Prince of Swords is understanding something in the process of being completely unfocused and getting taken in all varying different directions. Is it not a learning curve? Is it not a key to understanding new aspects of oneself, and also the machinations of how we use our power and how others use their power? We're looking at that. This is a beautiful reading. I mean, it's really nice. And as I said, it is a little bit paradoxical. I think as the native Sagittarian is finding that they have these wonderful repeating myself, I know, wonderful contracts with others that are equal, reciprocal, ideal. And within that, they have this huge level of freedom that they never felt. Maybe that they could have both. So it's wonderful. Pixie and Fairy, Brian Froud. What have you for us as a glimmer, Sagittarius? And that would be quite good and true. We have the Pook, shape-shifting energy. We can really work the room here, Sagittarius. We can work the the lighting, the colour, the shape. We're embodying a kind of shape-shifting energy, which is interesting. Combined with Taitlin the Sylph, this is mercurial energy. It's quicksilver. It's shifts and turns, nanosecond like shifts and turns. The speed of that, the speed of the effervescent bubble in the champagne going. Blah, 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 I mean, it's all rather delightful. Sagittarius now, rock mineral crystal. As I said, it's a paradoxical kind of scenario that you are very conscious of. Your freedom, a new level of vitality, and also the wonderful security and heart-based thing of these reciprocal relationships. Now, if this wasn't a sunny reading, I don't know what is. So rock mineral crystal for you, Sagittarius, to think about, to guide you during the week. We have citrine, which is a beautiful uplifting stone. Wealth, enhanced career prospects, self-esteem and manifestation. Beautiful. Beautiful. On that note, thanks so much for joining me, and all of your likes and shares, subscribes are deeply appreciated to keep this channel being seen by more people, shift the algorithm, work the room, as I said, Sagittarius, and take good care. On that note, have a wonderful week. Ka kite.